Hello, I'm Michael and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to learn how to basically smooth out skin using Adobe After Effects. So let's get started. Hope you enjoy. Alright, so here we are in Adobe Premiere. You can start straight in After Effects, but what I usually do, get my clip into Adobe Premiere, put it on the timeline, and then I cut it to the exact size I want. Otherwise you're going to be motion tracking and rendering just longer clips than you actually need. So that's what I do. So I got my clip here. It's just me facing forward, turning to my side, just to give you a good demo of how we're going to do this. So what I usually do in Premiere, right click my clip there and go to replace with After Effects composition, and what this will do is open this clip in After Effects. So let's get that done. Alright, so when After Effects loads, it's going to ask you to save a file somewhere. So we'll just call this, just call it makeup, and it'll load in our clip as our composition. So you can see that right here. That's it, a little bit delayed, but we'll go to the start of our composition here, and what we're going to do is go to animation and track in Mocha AE right there. So we're going to click that and then wait for that to load. Alright, once Mocha AE loads, which is usually pretty quick, it'll come up with this stuff just asking you the location of the file, where you want the results to save. But usually all this stuff's correct. Just make sure your frame rate is whatever your frame rate is. Mine's 25, so that's fine. We press OK, and here's our clip. Now what you'll notice in Mocha AE is this is the start of our trimmed clip, and that's the end of our trimmed clip. But it also shows everything. If that can move, come on. It also shows everything before that. So we just want to work within these two red lines here. So start of the clip and end of the clip. What you want to do now is we're going to start drawing our first mask. So we're going to go up here and press this right here, which is create X-spline layer tool. So we click that, and might zoom in by pressing, okay, it's not working for some reason. Oh, okay, press the plus key to zoom in. Just bring that back. And yeah, as I said, so we're going to press the X-spline layer tool, and you're basically just going to draw. Now you can do the whole face, but it's a bit hard. So what I like to do is just do parts at a time. So in this mask, I'm just going to do the forehead around about there. And I think for this tutorial I am just going to do the forehead because this does take a bit of time. Once you know this process, then the rest is the same. So just keep drawing around, just clicking, tracing the area you want, and try to avoid the hair as much as you can, because obviously you don't want the makeup effect on the hair. So basically this effect will just be like you're wearing foundation, pretty smooth skin. So as you can see now, I just finished that layer, that mask. And what you'll do here is just make sure perspective is ticked, and we're going to track this mask. So what that means is the software is going to try and keep the mask exactly where it is, and as I move it should shrink and grow and stuff like that. It's not always perfect, so once this is done I'll show you what we do next. But to automatically track this, we press this button right here, track forwards. You can also track frame by frame, but we'll just track forward and we'll see what Mocha AE does for us. So click that. I might just speed this up because this bit can take a while. Okay, it's just about to finish up now. I've got to say it's actually done a pretty decent job. I've seen a lot worse. So now what you'll do is we're going to grab our playhead and move it back to the start. And what you'll see now is it's tried to track the area by itself. So it's done a pretty decent job up until about there, the top of the forehead there. I can do a better job because the hair moves out of the way. So what we'll do, go to that frame, and all you need to do is move these little splines where you want them. So just make little adjustments like this. Maybe move that over there. Maybe just pop that out. This bit probably takes the longest out of everything, but yeah, so we keep going. It's pretty good. I could probably push that one up a bit. Doesn't have to be, well, it's the more critical you are with this, the better job you're going to obviously get, but just for the sake of the tutorial, I'm going to try and do it kind of fast. So we'll move this in. Alright, so I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'll scroll through, you'll be able to see the mask. You'll see it morph into all the changes I made. So there you go, you can see the bit at the top left there going up and down. It's not perfect, but for the tutorial it's good enough. Alright, so now that we've done that, what you'd normally do now if you wanted to do another, like the cheek or something, or what I'd usually do is label this. So we'd call this forehead, and what I'd normally do now is just click here into an empty space and go the X-spline tool again, and then do the cheek and label it cheek, etc. But for this tutorial we're just going to do the one. So we click the forehead here, we go export shape data, and we just click copy to clipboard. So Mocha shape data for AE, copy to clipboard. Hit that, and then we go back to After Effects. Here's our clip. Make sure we're at the start of the clip. And we're going to create so right click in here, we're going to create a new, adjustment layer, and then make sure the adjustment layer is selected, and we're going to press up here, edit, and paste Mocha mask. Okay, so once you've pasted your mask, well, like I said here, you edit and paste Mocha mask on your adjustment layer, you'll see that the mask is there, and it will move with your video. Video is a bit slow compared to the mask, but you get the idea. So that's it there. Now what you want to do, with the adjustment layer selected, you want to go to Effect, and we're going to go to Blur and Sharpen, and we're going to choose the Gaussian blur. And here we can set the blurriness, so this will only affect the masked area. So I might just zoom in here. So you can see it's already starting to blur, but we'll keep upping that number a bit till it's might be a good number there. But then what you want to do with your mask, so once we come down here, or if that's, just hit that drop down, hit the drop down on the mask, hit the drop down on forehead, and we're going to feather the mask just a little bit. It just makes sure the edge isn't really sharp. So maybe try 50 pixels and see how that goes. And I usually like to knock the opacity down just a little bit as well. You don't want it to look overly fake, obviously, so let's get a look at that. So there you go, that looks pretty decent. I could even go, looks much better than it did. So let's turn that off and we'll see what it looks like. So that's off, that's on. We could go even more obvious. Let's go even more obvious. Let's turn that up to 40 or so. And there you go. And because it's tracked, it's going to move with my skin. Look at that. We'll zoom in. Obviously, if you're doing this for your own project, you're going to be quite critical. And there you go. That looks pretty good. Obviously, could bring my mask a bit closer around here, etc. But as I said, it was just a quick way to get the tutorial done, because it can be a real long process, especially when you do the cheeks and everything else. So that's pretty simple. Look at that. So right now I'm just going to play you a before and after, and yeah, hopefully you see the difference. Hope that helped you. Hope it was nice and easy to understand. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope that was a really easy to follow tutorial. It isn't too hard of a thing to do. It's just it can be really time consuming with the tracking and then going frame by frame and, you know, moving the mask around. Have a go yourself. Let me know in the comments below how you went, or if you need help with it, need a hand with anything. That's all. Thanks for watching. Hope it helped you. Please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thanks again.